After seeing cold plunge benefits, I decided to challenge myself 10 minutes for 10 days to test my self discipline and explore the supposed health benefits for myself. So, in this video, you'll see a sped up daily bath and my honest, true reactions as we go through.
All right, so day one, my first thoughts on the ice bath. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Of course, I had a lovely partner to support me and we could yell and talk and curse at each other if we wanted to. After I got out, of course, I felt immediately way more warm with the outside air. But now I am freezing. Like, I am cold. I think my body maybe is just trying to, I don't even know, get itself back up to its normal. My mood has definitely boosted. I woke up a little grumpy this morning, which I don't even know why. And I definitely feel more, a little bit more relaxed. I feel a little bit looser. My muscles feel a little bit more loose and open. Kind of excited for day two. I just got home from work. It is now 12 hours, basically just exactly 12 hours since our first ice bath. About a 9-hour shift. I have only eaten breakfast, but I usually get very hangry when I don't eat for 12 hours like any normal human being would. I think I might have been able to handle it a little bit better. We were super busy at work and I wasn't getting as cranky or as short with people as I think I normally would have. So I'm wondering if that is part of the ice bath. Muscular, I hurt everywhere, up top especially. But again, I think that might be just due to work. Instead of the ice bath. So we will see tomorrow when I don't go to work after the ice bath. We'll see how that does. I think some of these were just because of work. So we will check in again tomorrow for day two.
As you can see, I was not as excited for day 2 as day 1. The novelty had already worn off.
I just want to cry right now.
I will say mindset is everything when you are taking these ice baths. The mindset that you go in with changes the whole activity. But we still made it an extra 5 minutes than planned.
Day 2 just ended. We actually did 15 minutes instead of 10. Tacking on the extra 5 really made a difference in the experience. I feel all of my muscles, my entire body started really cramping up and aching. Like, you know how when your fingers or toes get really cold and they start burning, and then you put them under like warm water and they start to like ache. My whole body was doing that. My feet started almost cramping up. I could almost barely walk for the first like minute or two. After drying myself off, I am still freezing, so I'm obviously in my robe. Just now, getting a little bit warm. Definitely woke me up. Honestly, definitely probably better than the coffee. After only the second day in the ice bath, I am feeling such mental effects that I wanted to hop on here and just quickly talk about them. I enjoy a nice glass of wine a few times a week, and today I had a really long day. I was super productive. I had my night off of my night job. So I have a glass of wine and I noticed myself drinking it way more slowly. I just felt more calm and at peace with myself and just relaxed, super relaxed. My anxiety level is decreased by a lot, and I deal with a lot of anxiety, but I feel pretty relaxed, pretty calm, more than my normal state, and I found myself really enjoying my glass of wine a lot slower than normal. Usually I would kind of, start tugging it down and I'm enjoying this so much, I want another one. But I had a sip or two very slowly and just enjoyed that little sip and just hung out. Didn't feel the need to overcompensate for my mood or what I didn't get done today or feel the need to escape from anything. I really just wanted to sit and relax. And even if I didn't have this glass of wine, I think I would be almost just as relaxed, pretty exhausted. Not like tired, like sleepy tired, but my body feels really tired, and I want to say it's from me having to warm myself back up after the ice bath because I was frigidly cold for a few hours after the bath. I could not really warm up. I went to the gym and headed straight for the sauna. It took hours. It took hours for it to return back to homeostasis. And during that time, I'm sure my body was working and doing so many things and working so hard to get me back to that place. But the mental effects are kind of astonishing. I honestly did not expect this, especially not day 2. And the fact that I feel so calm, relaxed, and at peace at 7 o'clock at night is honestly kind of amazing. So I'm really excited to see tomorrow, day 3, and continue on this journey.
Day 3, it's still shocking to get in and submerge yourself in this ice cold water, but here we're having a genuine conversation about how much easier it seems to be than day 1 and day 2. We're already kind of messing around and able to joke and laugh.
It's been about 3 hours since our day 3 ice bath, and I'm not sure if this is a thing, but I'm wondering if it almost relaxes me and calms me down too much, like too well. I almost feel a slight lack of energy because I'm so relaxed and not tense. I feel loose. My muscles feel loose. I feel less anxiety about everything. So it's not like, oh, I gotta get this done. It's like, I have these things to do. I can get them done. So it's like a good and a bad thing. I'm kind of very interested about how this is making me feel. We lasted 13 minutes today, so in between day 1 and day 2, I'm not feeling super motivated, but I'm still getting some stuff done.
It's getting easier and easier. I'm actually finding myself enjoying this time now.
So we just completed day 4, 15 minutes at about 55 degrees. It definitely is getting easier. The first day or 2, I was freaking out just even getting in the water before we even put the ice in. Now I'm able to just jump right in, get in, throw the ice in, and submerge myself all the way. I go numb pretty quick. It's really not as bad as it was the first few days. I'm finding it much easier. My lips are a little purple. I am freezing. I stood out in the sun for 10 minutes after. I just took a shower. I have wool socks on. Very cold, but I do feel my energy level increased a little bit. I am completely exhausted today. It's been a very long week, and up until the ice bath, I was kind of having a very lazy morning, hanging out on the couch, watching some TV, just not super motivated. But now I think I will go tidy up the house, do a little cleaning, get our house right before heading off and doing some work of my own. So it definitely helped my energy level. Day 4, and it's definitely gotten easier to submerge myself. So the initial shock of it is over. I think my body may be getting used to the cold water. So we're gonna try and make it even colder with more ice tomorrow. Day 4, end of day recap. So today was a little interesting. I was exhausted all day. The bath didn't seem to energize me as much as the previous 3 days. By the time I was ready to go to work at about 3 o'clock, I was so tired I could have fallen asleep on my feet standing up. We ended up getting slammed at work. And usually this chaotic energy would send me into an anxiety, kind of like panic ordeal. I would take on others' energy and I would take on that anxious, oh no, everything is falling apart, the world is crashing and burning, this is the worst thing ever energy. But tonight, I was able to conceal it and keep my own calm, peaceful exterior. This felt completely different to me. Tonight, felt so different than every other night that I have worked. I have never been this inherently calm my whole shift. This may not seem monumental, but it is to me. I was able to keep my sense of peace and calm within my own body. And I don't want to point to the ice bath, but I really do think it is the common denominator of this pervading sense of extra patience, calmness. In the morning when I do the ice bath, I think I'm getting myself so stressed out, my body and my mind so stressed out with this cold water that I don't really have any much left to deal with. So the rest of the day, anything else that goes on, I can handle it. All of my stress is gone. I'm still relaxed. My muscles are relaxed. I don't freak out and tense up like I used to. And I don't know, this is just so foreign to me. I'm kind of mind blown. I guess all I have to say is this ice bath cold plunge must be working in some way for my body and mind, because I really can't believe I'm feeling this good from cold water.
For day 5, we got extra bags of ice to make sure that the water dipped down in the 40s or below to get our core temperature down the extra few degrees to really reap the benefits.
Ice bath, baby.
And man, is it cold.
Day 5, and we actually got our bath down to 45 degrees. We stayed in there for 15 minutes, tons of ice floating around, so it was really, really cold. My entire body went numb and was aching the entire time. Starting to think that these ice baths would be better at night. I know that it's different for different people. Sometimes it's better for people in the morning, sometimes at night. I think the bath has made me a little bit more tired. I'm not sure if it just relaxes me so much that all my stress has just gone away and I could just fall right asleep. But that's what's been happening to me the last 2 days. The first 2 days, I felt like I got extra energy. And then these last 2 days, I feel like it's kind of taken some of my energy away. I have a ton of energy a lot of times. Even when I'm kind of tired, I just have a sort of like manic energy. And I feel like the ice baths might be kind of taming those down and taking those away.
And here is a few seconds of sped up time for day 6 in our ice bath for proof.
Today's ice bath definitely gave me more energy. I got off work super, super late last night, so didn't get too much sleep. Woke up exhausted, super tired. My coffee didn't really do the trick, and I didn't want to get in the ice bath, but when I did, I got out and I actually had enough energy to make it to the gym. So now I am warming up in the sauna first. We'll be using my energy to work out at the gym. Today it definitely gave me energy.
I somehow accidentally missed the reaction for day 7's ice bath, but by now we do have a machine and an ice maker, so the water is super, super cold. We keep a temperature gauge in it at all times, and we can always check how cold the water is. This one he was making me get all the way down. I did not want to. But in the end, I ended up wanting to dunk my whole head under. Like I said, every day it gets easier and easier. We add on some more time, we get it down colder and colder, and we even start to play around and forget that you're even submerged in a bucket of ice. By now, these daily baths have become routine, and I feel similar effects to the first few days that we talked about.
54.7, about 15 minutes since we've gotten out of the ice bath, and I am just still trying to warm up, so I came out here to find a little patch of sun. I do really actually enjoy the effects that I'm feeling of these ice baths. I'm just excited to be finished with taking them every single day. I have noticed that it is too much for my body. I think it tires me out a little bit too much to do it every day. So after this challenge, I believe I'll be doing it about twice, maybe 3 times a week. And I think I might start to do them at night, as it kind of really just relaxes me, almost sometimes too much. Like I've been saying, I think it would be nice to do it a few hours before bed, get all cold, and then hop into a nice warm bed. Yesterday, I worked out my upper back and shoulders at the gym. Woke up with them sore today. So after I took the ice bath, I noticed that they were really, really, really tense, and now they're starting to finally relax. I was feeling a lot of heat in my upper back when I was trying to warm up. So I think all of the blood circulation, or all of the positive benefits, were, I guess, going to my upper back to try and heal and recover those muscles. So I could definitely feel the recovery, the inflammation lessening. They're starting to feel really loose now. Starting to warm up now. I could barely type or function with my fingers for the first about 10 minutes after that bath. So the toes are next, and tomorrow is our day 10, our last day. This is what the warm-up process of day 9 looks like. Fuzzy robe, fuzzy blanket, thick fuzzy socks. 99 ice cubes in the bath, 99 cubes. You take one out and I get warmer, 98 ice cubes in the bath.
As you can see, it definitely feels a little bit more insane doing it by yourself. Recommend a partner.
Challenge complete. Just did day 10. Actually did it by myself. My number one tip is to use the buddy system. Grab a partner because it makes it a lot easier. I didn't have any music or anything out here to distract myself, so that was like one of the longest 10 minutes of my life. That was a little harder. Actually, I take that back. It was a little easier than I thought it was going to be. I honestly wasn't sure if I was going to complete the 10 days, but I did. I think that really just goes to show that it is worth it. The benefits, you do feel benefits. I do feel reduced inflammation, muscle recovery, as well as a faster metabolism. I did one after breakfast yesterday, and I got hungrier, I think, quicker than I normally would. I eat the same thing for breakfast, usually just eggs, avocado, things like that. I got really hungry pretty fast, so I'm thinking it was speeding up my metabolism and helping me digest my food. I do feel lower levels of stress and anxiety. Sorry about my shivering. Stressful situations at work don't overwhelm me as much as they used to on days where I've taken the ice bath. I will definitely continue to put this practice into use, not daily. It's a little bit too much for me. I think it's probably too much for anybody. I wouldn't recommend. So I honestly just feel really good about myself that I completed the 10-day challenge, especially this one by myself. I'm gonna go inside and attempt to warm up. I will show you my body temperature. Not quite as cold as yesterday, but I feel as cold as yesterday.
After 10 straight days taking an ice bath, the most dramatic effects that I felt personally were a boost in my mood, a dramatic reduction in my anxiety and stress levels, one of the things that kept me coming back to the bath again and again. I also felt a physical muscle relief. The tightness was gone. I was able to relax. I really felt the inflammation relief in my body. And an overall increased feeling of confidence as I watched myself gain more willpower and discipline through continuing this challenge and doing it even when I didn't want to. Here's a quick recap of a few of the major things that I learned throughout this journey. I'm super proud of myself for completing this 10-day challenge, and I really had a good time. I hope maybe I've convinced you to at least give it a try, or maybe take a cold shower for a minute or two. Your body will probably thank you.